famous name, but I stand tall, 'cause I believe something greater has come alive inside of me. I have felt the Spirit stirring in my soul, deep in my soul. I will give love, I will speak peace, all because of the love that's got a hold of me. So wide open, so amazing, it takes my breath away when it occurs to me. In a world where so many feel lost, I know God. I am one, but I'm not alone. When I'm with you, I am home. Side by side, we find the truth. When the Spirit in me meets the same you, I have felt this fire burning in my soul, deep in my soul. I will give love, I will speak peace, all because of the love that's got a hold of me.
Good morning, Unity Athens. Welcome to our Sunday live stream. So good to see you, Nicole and BB. Melissa, good morning. Alia, Martha, Jennifer.
I will give love, I will speak peace, all because of the love that's got a hold of me. So wide open,
Good morning, everyone. You're at Unity Athens Sunday live stream. This is Reverend Bronte wishing you a delightful day. Hi, Tracy and Maggie, Laura. So good to see you. This music is by Denise Rosier. Her website is deniserosier, ROSIER.com. One more song, and then we'll have our opening prayer by Martha Cook. You can sing this together from home or wherever you're watching from this morning. If you are watching, please send up a heart or a like or let us know where you are. Feel free to share the live stream with your friends. So good to see you. Good morning. Good morning, Frank and Mary, Nina and David. This is a great song to dance to or with. Thank you for joining us, Melissa. What a fabulous song. Doesn't that make you want to dance, or perhaps you're already dancing? And good morning and welcome to Unity Athens. We're live streaming here from 995 Hawthorne Avenue in the Bells Plaza Shopping Center. Always good to quote unquote see you as you join us via Facebook. And we have an opening prayer from Martha Cook. So if you would like to center, find a comfortable place, throw off any busyness in your mind and focus on spirit within. Take a breath, let it go. Take a breath, let it go.
Together with a deep breath, let's connect with each other and with our God within. We are so grateful that we know how to drop into prayer and experience our oneness with the healing light and love of our inner divine. We can feel that divine light grow and expand within us, and with each breath, we can feel this brilliant light of health and vitality flooding every cell of our bodies. We can feel it lighting up our organs, our tissues, and even flooding out into our energy fields. As we are filled with this radiant energy of divine life, we can see and know our bodies in their optimum balance and well-being. Breathing in this healing light now brighter and brighter, and feeling our cells vibrating with vitality and wholeness. In this expanded state, we can feel and we can know that the light of God is energizing, healing, and harmonizing every cell, and that the healing life of God is flowing through us, restoring and renewing all our body systems. We can know that divine health and wholeness are our natural state, and we can gratefully claim that now. We are so grateful. We are so blessed. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you for that beautiful prayer, Martha. So centering, so peaceful, so renewing. And to read today's daily word, Rosemary Segretti. That's Rosemary on the left.
Good morning, everyone. Today's daily word is compassion. I'm kind and compassionate. Seeking to grow in compassion, I look to the example of Jesus. Gospel stories give many examples of Jesus showing compassion by demonstrating keen awareness of the needs and feelings of friends and strangers alike. I remember learning that Jesus did not turn away from social outcasts. He healed them and shared meals with them. His compassion fed a multitude and restored wine to a wedding reception. Upon learning that his dear friend had died, Jesus wept. Even when his disciples deserted him as he was crucified, Jesus asked God to forgive them. As I desire to grow in compassion, I know that my kind words and even simply my loving presence provide comfort. I listen deeply with my heart as well as with my ears. And from the Philippians chapter 2, verse 4, let each of you look not to your own interests, but to the interests of others. Thank you.
And thank you, Rosemary, for that beautiful reading of the daily word. Good morning. Great to see your smiling faces. Some of them I'm picturing in my mind, but it's great to see them there too. And again, welcome to Unity Athens here in Athens, Georgia. If this is your first time joining us for the Sunday live stream, please let us know. Send up a little message. It's absolutely fine, with your name if you'd like, or where you're viewing from today. Also great to send up a heart or a like, which is a thumbs up. Hopefully it'll all be thumbs up. And just let us know that you're here with us. We love seeing you. We're so glad you're supporting this Sunday service until the time when we're able to meet again live in person. We feel that right now isn't the time, but hopefully it won't be too many more months further on. We know that you are blessing the world by wearing masks and being socially conscious about distancing. And I also know that you're blessing yourselves with self-care and ways of finding alternatives to being out and being with a lot of people. We send you blessings in this time of quietness and this time of perhaps more introspection than we've been able to have in the past. I know I'm spending a lot of time introspecting. I don't know if that's a verb or not. So we're glad you're with us. We're having a wonderful day here at Unity Athens, and the opening music was by Denise Rosier. Again, that's ROSIER.com, Denise Rosier.com. We have some announcements this morning. So I'm hearing that, yay, announcement, yay, announcements. What a crowd. A couple of things. Peggy Olson has started a Zoom chat group, meeting group before and after service, and that's going to be every other week from now on. So it's not meeting today after the service, but it will be meeting next week. I believe it's from 10:30 until 11 when we start our Sunday service, and then going from noon till about 1. I know many of you have already taken part in that, and a wonderful time to sit and chat, have some tea or coffee or lunch while you're greeting each other and checking in with each other. Another announcement, something new, we are going to be having a drive-up blessing, and this will be 2 weeks from tomorrow. So tomorrow's the 3rd, so I believe that's August 17, from 5 until 7 in the evening. Now, how is that going to work? I was inspired by the way our Athens Clarke County Library is handling book checkout. You can check in online and hold your books, and then they let you know when you're ready, and you just drive up and you pick up your books. So we're going to do something similar, and I know other places of faith are doing similar things. You can drive up during that time frame. You do not need to get out of your car. I will be out there, and perhaps some volunteers, giving you a blessing. And you can text us ahead of time or email me ahead of time and let me know if there's a special blessing you would like. So you can keep your car windows up if you choose, or you can put them down if you like. We will stay back from your car and we will bless you, just like I'm blessing you now. You feel that? And you will also get a free Unity booklet and a couple other goodies with it, prayer and a reading, and a couple other things perhaps too. So mark your calendars if you would. You don't need to make a reservation. You can just show up on that Monday from 5 until 7, and that is on the 17th, I believe. Our t-shirt order has been placed, so soon we'll have some real-life examples to show you of what the t-shirts are like. We're looking forward to that. And there are many other things in our newsletter, which came out on Friday evening, and there is a link to it on our Facebook page for Unity Athens. So I don't know if you can access it now, but after our service is over, perhaps you can find the e-newsletter and click that open if you're not getting it in your own email box, and find out everything else that's going on. Wonderful things are happening in our lives and across our world. We hold that truth. I was included in a poetry reading this last week, and something Kay Coggin did as she led off the group reminded me of something we can do here. She held up her hand to the camera and said, let's all do this from home, from wherever you are today, feeling that energy of connection. I know some of us are missing our hugs, our handshakes, our being able to talk close together in person, but there's energy in our hands. Sometimes I think the soul has a special channel right to the palm of the hand. So as I hold up my hand to the camera, hold yours up if you will, if you're comfortable doing that, and feel that exchange of energy. Feel that light and love. Know that we are sacred community. Know that we are conscious community. Know that we are contemplative community. Contemplative community. And we hold that together. Thank you. One thing we're going to talk about today, in a sense of finding alignment, is to have an object that we can use as a tool for that exercise, which will come a little bit later. But you might want to start looking around the space that you're in right now and find something that you can perhaps hold in your hand. I have a flower that I'm going to use. I was laughing with Kevin because as it stood on the table, it kind of reminded me of the rose in the Beauty and the Beast film. But the petals are staying intact, so we know we're all good. So your object might be something as simple as a pretty stone, or a crystal, or a candle, or a flower, whether it's real or pretending to be real. It could be a pine cone. It could be a clump of earth. And you'll have some time to get that set up, but I'm just giving you a little heads up on that. For meditation today, we are going to have some music from Deuter, and we will begin to prepare now for this time of meditation. If you haven't experienced a Unity Athens meditation in the past, we always allow for 2 or 3 minutes of deep, complete silence. Why? Because as we're processing the stilling of our minds and letting go of what is and our thoughts, the quiet helps us turn within, tune within, and allow within. It's a spot where we feel that alignment with Spirit, and we are open to nudges, hints, direction from the divine, and a deeper sense of who we are and how we walk in this world. So if you can, or you would like to, get in a comfortable spot. Relax. Some of us like to have our feet flat on the floor in a sense of connectedness to Mother Earth, to a sense of grounding and faith. And we begin to think about our breathing. Take a deep breath. If you can, breathe in through the nose. This is also a very good deep breathing exercise, which is good for the lungs, physical health. Breathing in from the nose, filling up your lungs, holding it for just a bit, and then letting go. Breathe out through the mouth, perhaps. Breathe in, relax, and give you a peaceful picture to look at. Just continue that breathing. And as we center and we become more still, we rest in a sense of appreciation and love. So many things to be grateful for in our lives. Countless blessings. So many things to appreciate. In nature, in our connections with others, in our prayer time, in our wonderful body temples. Take a moment, if you will, and just bless and appreciate and thank the body temple, every part of your physical being. How blessed you are. We give thanks for our ability to choose how we react to life. We give thanks for every breath we take, for the beating of our hearts, for our journey through this earth plane, for all those people and experiences we have had up until now. For God indeed was in each and everything, whether we always noticed or acknowledged that or not. Our lives are filled with God stuff. And we breathe. We are so grateful for dear ones, family, and friends. For those persons that come in our lives that strengthen our ability to love. That might seem to challenge our ability to forgive, to accept, to generate loving kindness. We release blame for anything others have done, for anything we have done. No blame. We are walking in the world as visages, messengers, and examples of Spirit, the divine, the holy I am. We breathe in light. We breathe in love. We breathe in blessings and we radiate them out. Peace, be still, whispers Spirit. Peace, be still. As we turn within to align with and appreciate that deeper sense of quiet. That sense of quiet now. We find peace in the silence. We find light in the silence. We find love and joy in the silence. We begin to open our eyes when we're ready to come back to the moment. Kevin's going to turn the lights on. Thank you, Kevin, for being here today. We're so grateful for that. And we perhaps let out a breath or stretch a bit, maybe do a jig. What is a jig anyway? Well, let us know if you can figure out a jig. I bet someone will send a definition of a jig. But move around a little bit and come back to the moment. Take a breath, big breath. And if you're just joining us, we mentioned earlier to find an object if you could, something that we can do a contemplative exercise with. It might be a crystal or a stone, could be a candle, could be a fork, could be your teacup, could be a flower, whether it's artificial or real. And again, we have our beautiful rose. I didn't have any flowers to use as an example today that were live because my rose garden out front of the house has deteriorated a bit in the heat. So I went to Kroger and I got a beautiful bouquet of flowers for myself. I hope you buy flowers for yourself if that's something you like. Doesn't have to be a gift from a loved one. It can be a gift from you to the loved one of yourself. It's not gender specific. They smell good. And there's so many layers. We'll get back to the rose in just a little bit. TruthUnity.net is a wonderful website run by Mark Hicks. It has an incredible amount of information on it, including total PDFs of books from New Thought libraries, including all of Charles Fillmore's works, I believe all of his works, a lot of information about the Fillmores, the co-founders of Unity, and other Unity speakers and ministers and teachers from over the years. I had read something a while back that I was hoping to find again, that when Charles and Myrtle were just kind of meeting and they hadn't really started the Unity teachings yet, or their headquarters, that they took and had been asked to do a job at a Methodist, I believe, church, or I think it was Methodist, as Sunday school teachers. And the story I liked was that it was a very popular class, all the kids were pouring in there, and then they were asked to leave because they were teaching that God loves you no matter what, and there's no such thing as sin. And I'm not saying this is a Methodist thing, because I grew up Methodist, but that just made me smile, because that is what Unity teaches. God is everywhere present. God is all good. There's no duality in God, like bad God and good God, or hate and love God. No, it's just this pure essence of spirit. And whoa, it's in each and every one of us. That's Unity principle number 2. I did not find that particular passage, but I did find a couple of things about the healings that both Charles and Myrtle did. They were married and then they started their ministry, and many people were coming to them because they had heard of the power of their prayer, the power of their affirmations. This is from a book called The Household of Faith by James Dillett Freeman, not Athens, but Unity's poet laureate. Kind of think of him as a poet laureate here too. It said this: there were many healings in those early days. One woman had a tumor. The doctors wanted to operate on her, but she kept putting them off as she was afraid that the operation would be fatal. Finally, she set a time for the operation, a Saturday morning. Friday night, weeping, she called on Charles Fillmore, and she cried out to him. It doesn't sound like a real sweet request. For God's sake, help me if you can. I've felt that way at times. She had not slept for many nights, but that night, when she went home, she fell asleep and she slept until morning after they prayed together. When the doctors examined her the next day, they found no tumor. Another example, a woman who had been told that she would not live until fall came with tuberculosis of the lungs. A few months later, she was able to tell Charles Fillmore, I am a strong, healthy woman doing all of my housework. Well, you can see this is dated a little bit, but we could say that now. I am a strong, healthy person doing all that is before me, doing all that is mine to do. Want to say that? I am a strong, healthy person doing all that is mine to do. One more time if you'd like. Can't hear you. I am a strong, healthy person doing all that is mine to do. As we hold affirmations like that in our heart and in our mind, I believe it actually keeps our health at a higher level. It rejects things that might seem to make us feeling less than healthy. And here's a story about Myrtle Fillmore and her healing. Another woman with tuberculosis, which actually Myrtle Fillmore had and had healed herself from, this woman came to Mrs. Fillmore, Myrtle, with her tuberculosis story. While they were praying, the woman had a coughing spell. They prayed together about that. The coughing stopped. Then the woman said to Myrtle in a very surprised voice, "What did you do to my ankle?" I don't think ankle and coughing kind of connects, but several years before, she had dislocated one of the small bones in her ankle and had not been able to put her foot flat on the ground since then. While Myrtle Fillmore and she had been praying about the coughing, she felt a strange sensation in this foot, and when she rose from her chair, she found that she could walk on this foot as well as the other. And in less than a year, her tuberculosis was gone. Love these stories. And again, truthunity.net is a wonderful resource to find much more information about Unity, New Thought, the Fillmores, and so many teachers. So in July, during the month, we talked about mindfulness and many different aspects of it. Mindfulness in the moment, mindfulness in our lives, mindfulness of our words and actions, asking ourselves before we speak, is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Am I telling somebody else's truth? Will this affect someone else by me telling it? And most importantly, will it improve upon the silence? This month, we're going to talk about different aspects of alignment, spiritual alignment, which indeed does seem to connect with the alignment of our chakras, of our spine. So if you're able, as we're talking and thinking about this, be aware of the alignment of your shoulders and your spine. If that's not comfortable in the physical body you are in right now, envision that. Envision your chakras aligned. How do we achieve alignment with spirit, the divine, all that is? Through prayer and meditation, by squaring our shoulders and affirming and demanding a positive day, by reading lots of books and listening to many spiritual teachers. In our Lessons in Truth class, which is finishing up this coming Thursday, we were reading Emily Cady saying, do not read a lot of books. Do not run from one spiritual teacher to another. Turn within. And actually, alignment is as simple to achieve as picking a flower. Picking a flower. So, have this rose. Do you have the object that we suggested you find? Might be a stone or a pebble or something close by you. It doesn't have to have long-range spiritual significance or a history of spiritual significance for you. If you're outside listening to this in the beautiful August day, you might pick a dandelion. That is indeed a flower too. I remember you saying that, Lee Fishburne. So our rose. As I focus on this rose, the intricacy of its petals, these leaves, so green, so symmetrical, its stem, smooth, but with some thorns. Isn't life like that sometimes? I can be careful how I hold it to avoid the thorns. I can appreciate the thorns. I can bless them. I'm sure they have a necessary part of many roses being roses. I can smell its fragrance. I can focus on its color. Look at the object you chose. Could be a poem that's sitting on your table or a favorite book. Look at it. Become aware of its aspects, the way it feels in your hand, the depth of it, the colors of it. Perhaps put it against your palm to see if you can feel the vibration of it. What is its essence? In doing that, we align. As we are grateful for anything, we align. We teach here that we are always connected to Spirit. We are always connected to this force of love, this energy, whatever you choose to call all that is, God. We are connected all the time. Sometimes we don't feel connected. Sometimes we cloud the lens. Sometimes our strong emotions take us away from that sense of connectedness. But we are connected. The alignment happens as a clearing of that connection when we are in gratitude, when we are in appreciation, when we are in mindfulness, indeed. In aligning, in appreciating something like this, and it could be something in your memory, it could be a person in your life. In that appreciation, the flow of love and energy, wisdom, will, which is our spiritual faculty for the month, strength, imagination, faith, zeal, divine order, all those 12 faculties pour fluidly through us. In alignment, we are much more open, I believe, to receive messages from Spirit as we continue on this journey, as we make a decision to turn this way or to go that way. Being in that energy allows us to meet up with those things which are waiting for us. I don't personally believe Spirit sends the perfect people and events and circumstances into our life and puts them at the Kroger or over there at the shop just for us to meet. But I think that energy of Spirit knows where everything is that can bless us and move us forward. And I do believe it nudges us in those directions. And I do believe that those seeming synchronicities or coincidences are us being open to those nudges, or just a feeling of, oh, I think I'll go pick up some books at the library today. And there, we meet someone significant, or we give someone a smile that makes the rest of their day so much more complete. Believe. Mark chapter 5, verse 36. Be not afraid, only believe. You may have noticed there's quite a bit of fear going on in these days of the appearance of a pandemic. People are scared, worried. In alignment, we move beyond fear. We stay in the moment. Everything is fine for me right now, we might say. In alignment, we believe. We believe that we're here for a divine purpose. We believe that we make a difference in the world. We believe that these events and circumstances, synchronicities and coincidences and divine nudges are always there for us. And in gratitude and appreciation, we align. Maya Angelou said, "Let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your nightly prayer." Now, you might be saying, I don't kneel, and I don't do a prayer at night. I do my prayer in the morning. That doesn't matter. If you're sitting in prayer, if you're lying down in prayer, if you're kneeling in prayer, let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel. And you get the feeling of that pillow softening the edges. I do. Softening the edges. Making the moment even more comfortable. We are moving through fear. We are a community of contemplation. I heard that this morning on a public radio broadcasting show. I think it was from WGA. Poet Marilyn Nelson was talking about communal pondering and the contemplative community. She mentioned, and she's a beautiful poet, the poetry she was reading was just wonderful. It was from the On Being show that you can find the information at NPR. But she said at one point she had just been gifted a fellowship and she was looking forward to doing some teaching, and she had a meeting set up at West Point Academy to possibly teach meditation there. And she told them, well, I can't do that now. I've got this fellowship and I need to be teaching some classes. And they said, do them here, do them here. So she did. And she did it on meditation and contemplation and that sense of contemplative community. She said she started every class with 5 minutes of dark and complete quiet. And then the cadets were to meditate 15 minutes a day, plus journal. And the journal snippets that she shared on the radio were wonderful. But I could feel the energy of that. Teaching contemplation, teaching meditation, experiencing contemplation and meditation, letting go of fear, or seeing it, acknowledging it, and then letting go of it. Our emotions are important. Eleanor Roosevelt said this, you gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. And I would add, and then say, be gone. Be gone. Be gone. So again, take a look at your object. If you weren't able to pick one, maybe it's a mental object, something you're thinking about. and just contemplate it for a moment. Feeling your alignment with Source. Perhaps feet on the floor. Kind of like downloading something on the computer. Pulling it from up there and through. Download that strength, that health, that energy, that confidence, the sense of a continual fountain of loving kindness flowing up from your core and blessing the world, because you are a blessing in this world. You are a gift, walking in a body temple right here, right now. Why? Because God is wonderful. It's powerful. It's incredible. That is in you. You are that, and so it is. Namaste and blessings. In that sense of gratitude, Unity Athens, our board of trustees, are very grateful for the continuing financial support we are getting during these times when we're not able to meet in person. So delightful that so many are sharing and donating online, giving through checks in the mail to our post office box, P.O. Box 1662. Tripped on that. 1662 P.O. Box, Athens, Georgia 30603. Or donating via Easy Tithe or PayPal. Both sites are available on our website at unityathens.com. Thank you for your gifts. If you are a member or attending another faith center and just visiting today, please support your home faith center, especially in these days. Thank you for giving from a generous heart. We'd like to bless our gifts and our offerings. We have an affirmation that we say. I will say it slowly. You can repeat after me if you'd like, as I bless some gifts. Center in that gratitude and that sense of flow, knowing that as we give, we receive. As we give from a grateful heart rather than a sense of obligation, we receive abundantly. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, Infinite Spirit, and so it is. Excuse me. Thank you, Rose, for giving me a little cough. There we go. I appreciate it, though. Dropping hearts in the basket to represent all the gifts that have come in these weeks. I have no idea what this looks like, but I'll check the live stream video later. Because what is life if it's not fun? Kevin's directing me which way to stand. Here we go. Hearts, love. Would you like to send up a heart? You also bless us with your prayers, your thoughts of our abundance, your ideas. You bless us by being here at these Sunday live streams when you can. It's wonderful as I watch the replay, Kevin and I look at it after the service, to see your comments, to see the hearts and the likes, and to know where you might be viewing in from. Thank you for being here today. To close out, just a reminder that there is not a chat session, Zoom chat session today with Peggy. It'll be every other week from now on, and that'll be next week, next Sunday. We're grateful for August. We're grateful for beautiful weather. We're grateful for this teaching. There's so much to learn. There's so much to absorb. And we hope that in this day and the days ahead, you find time to contemplate, to commune with Spirit, to turn within. We would like to say the prayer of protection together. Kevin is our camera person. This was written by James Dillett Freeman. Let's say it together if you like. The light of God surrounds us. The power of God protects us. Actually, I did it out of order because I was looking at the slide. Let's start again. You can say it after me or with me. The light of God surrounds us. Then love. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And many versions add the line, and all is well. For closing, we are going to sing, I send my love over the mountains, I send my love over the sea, I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me, by Karen Drucker. But we'll also have a closing prayer right now. So let's just take a moment and send blessings. You can do it also while we're singing the song. We radiate love. If you've been here during one of our in-person gatherings, we have a circle and we're sending love out, and you can feel the energy in the room. People walk in this space and say, oh, how beautiful. I can feel love in here. Even our property manager mentioned it at a meeting a couple of weeks ago, that when she walked in the building, our church area, for the first time, she said, oh, what a beautiful space. We're so grateful for it. So in prayer, gratitude on our hearts, alignment from Spirit. We bless ourselves, our families, our dear ones. We see blessing surrounding them. Blessing on all the people in our lives, especially the ones where we might feel challenges to send love, where we might not be talking to them on a regular basis. We send love. We are grateful and we send blessings to our city, wherever we live, our state, our country. We see the United States of America blessed with well-being and health. We see blessings on our hospitals, all healthcare workers, emergency workers, frontline workers during these unusual times that we know we are moving through rapidly. We see blessings on all the other countries in the world, all world leaders. We see a sense of well-being and loving kindness that is more powerful than anything that is unlike that. We send out that love. We bless our planet, our climate, our furry plants, our furry plants, our furry friends, and green life across the globe in our atmosphere and water. We send blessings. Thank you for joining me in that powerful prayer. Kevin is going to play I Send My Love, and that's a continuation of that prayer. Please greet each other, say see you later, let us know that you were on the live stream. If you have any questions or need more information, you can always email us at unityathens@gmail.com or go to our website, unityathens.com. You are loved. You are beautiful. Your life matters. Namaste and blessings.
I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea.
There's the jig definition. I kind of like number 2. You are a jig. We are all a wonderful piece of work. And we have tools and guidance from Spirit.
Over the mountains, I send my joy. Over the sea, I send my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my power, over the mountains. I send my power, over the sea. I send my power, into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send peace over the mountains. I send peace over the sea.
We send peace.
I send peace
Feel that peace going out.
and it returns to me.
Feel a peace coming back.
I send my power
Send our power
over the mountains.
our power to create even better things, our power to create a life of love, consciousness, gratitude and appreciation and alignment. Our power to find the right words and do the right things. Most of all, we send our love. We feel it radiating out, returning to us, radiating out, returning to us. Feel that love flowing out, blessing our world, and returning to you. What we send out returns to us. You are a powerful sender of love and center of love, and it returns to you. Feel that love. Feel that love returns to you. Namaste. Blessings. And so it is.